Welcome back to Eat the Canvas, where it is my goal to inspire you to grow more of what you eat. And today, we're going to be talking about the beauty of multiplication in the garden. Now, when I talk about multiplication, what I really mean is how one seed can produce many. Whether that is one lettuce seed, whether that is one potato or sweet potato or yam, whether that is a cutting from something like a fig or sugar cane. It is so beautiful how in their design is for them to spread and to create more. That is true abundance when we get that. Now I'm going to start off here with the arugula. This is my first time growing arugula in general. I decided to do it in pots. So I love being able to see how they grow, how they produce seed, what the flowers look like when they come. And you can even see the details of the seeds within the pod. I didn't even know that arugula grew seeds in pods, but you can really see all of these. I mean, there has to be at least 20 or so in here. So this one plant with this one tiny seed has produced what? 20, 40, 50, somewhere in the 60 range in total. That's beautiful, y'all. That's beautiful. And all of these are going to produce more seeds for me than what I even purchased. Here's a mustard green plant I've been letting grow. It's my first time growing this as well, and again, it is beautiful to see how and when it flowers, how it produces seed. It looks like it's going to have the same seed design possibly as the arugula, actually, which I'm just noticing. Yep, I see it up there. I see the little beads, those little seeds inside of there. Beautiful. Multiplication, one tiny seed. Even this Roma tomato plant. This plant in its entirety looks kind of not the best, but it's producing tomatoes. But this plant in its entirety was a cutting, a sucker that came from one of the plants I have on the other side of the garden. All I did was cut off a piece, very similar to this right here. A little bigger though. I stuck it in the ground, right here. Left it there, and look at this. Multiplication. The banana plant, which I have shown many times. I only bought 2 of these plants in total. As you can see right here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these coming up here. There's more here. This recently dropped some bananas that we cut off. So there's another plant, and some little ones further down there. And even on the side of the yard, which I highly neglect, it's growing here. This one right here that I cut down just dropped some bananas. I cut this, and this one produced definitely not as much as the other one. And this one is trying to push out some as well too. But there hasn't really been much water back here, but look at all of these banana plants, from 2 in total that I purchased. Because of them developing more banana plants at their root base, I probably have a total of 20 banana plants so far from 2. That is multiplication. And then we can talk about things like fruit or vegetables themselves. This baby butternut squash plant that will definitely have more than 1 seed in it, which is what this whole plant comes from, is all inside of this. And here's the second one. It's going to have more seeds inside of here. Multiplication. Don't mind all the random noise and all this powdery looking stuff right here, which is just dust from construction going on behind me at another property. But even this, like the fig plant that I mentioned, I cut this stem from our main fig plant, stuck it in the ground here, and it's growing again, just from the stem itself. And again, I stuck another stem, the fig, in the ground, and here it is again. From one pious seed, probably gonna have a total of hundreds, if not thousands, from these two plants. And sweet potatoes. Harvested some of these purple sweet potatoes, and then underneath the ground, all of these vines still remain, and they just begin to pop up one by one. Multiplication from one purple sweet potato. Cassava plant, which once it gets a little bigger, and once we harvest it, I'm going to be cutting these stems as well, maybe about this thick, and putting them back under the ground to produce even more. Here is our dill plant, about to start flowering and about to give us more seeds. Our lavender beginning to flower, which will give us more seeds. This is fenugreek, which I never even heard of until I bought the seeds and started growing it. And now I see how these seeds develop within the pod. This is our cumin, which I think these little three down here are the seeds that came from the flowers. I'll be waiting for this Merlot lettuce to begin to produce seeds. I'll be waiting for this Mizuna to begin to produce seeds, as well as this cilantro. Even the aloe multiplies. Yo, all of these plants are meant to multiply. By seed, by fruit with seed in it, by vine, root structures underneath the ground, they're all meant to multiply. And to me, that is one of the most beautiful things about gardening. That once you start, you will never need to buy a seed again. That's beautiful, and that's food. I just wanted to share that, just wanted to inspire you. I hope that you are inspired. So get out there, grow, and multiply your food. This is Seed the Canvas.